Havelock, welcome back to another Mayor's Minute. Today we're going to talk about a new tool that we've added to our website for all of you to utilize if you would like to. It's about our utility bill and how it is calculated. And you all know we had a listening session a little while ago, and a lot of you came to that listening session. And we talked about how we calculate flat rates, how we calculate all the tiered rates, and kind of how that all goes into creating the entire utility bill, which is water, sewer, solid waste, and stormwater. And so what we learned coming out of that listening session was directly afterwards, we had quite a few of you that contacted us at the city that wanted to know more about your bill, your specific bill. And we suggested at the listening session that if you had real concerns, that was the best way to do it. Because we now have the AMI system, and that provides us a lot of data that we can provide for you to help utilize when you're using water and how you're using it. But also, we thought, well, what could we do and add to our website that maybe people would have access to that would create even more transparency in exactly how your bill is calculated? And so we created a calculator. Our IT department did this in-house, and we're going to turn to my computer and I'm going to walk you through how to use it real quick. I actually have my water bill, and I mentioned at the listening session that I have a household of 4, 2 teenagers, and we are in that very average, 4,500 to 5,000 gallons a month. And so I got my bill here. We're going to do mine and see how it matches up. And then we'll do a couple of other numbers and just kind of show you how you could use it to either plan, because you've got people coming for the month of July and you're going to have 4 extra people. So what could my bill look like if I used an extra 500 gallons or an extra 1,000? Or if I want to conserve, what does that do to my bill? If I use 500 less gallons, how does that adjust my overall utility bill? So that's what we're going to do real quick today. We're going to turn to my computer. We're here in my office, and we're going to fire up my bill first. So I've got my bill here for our address, and it says on the bill that we've used 4,600 gallons last month. So the way you get to our calculator is you go to our main website, which is havelocknc.us. Once you're on our main website, go to departments, and over here on the left side, you'll see customer service. If you go to utility rates and billing, that's going to take you to the main page for utility rates and billing. And that includes all the information about what the flat rate fees are, what every gallon rate is for each tier, and then also how to make your payments, how to contact us, how to set up a bank draft. If you want to stop by the office, where do you do that? And our office hours, all right here on one page. Our calculator's over here on the right. Now you'll notice right off that is for a 3/4 inch service. That is because almost all residential accounts are going to be a 3/4 inch service line. This will not work if you have a commercial account. Commercial accounts are all different. They could be 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2 inch. It depends very much on the business building itself. But if you have a home, if you live in a residence, an apartment, there's a very high likelihood you have a 3/4 inch service. And so that's what we put on here. If you see where it says enter total gallons, if you just go right here and type in, so I used 4,600, we're going to type in 4,600. And if you go right here and hit calculate, you'll notice right above that we've already got the flat rates laid out so you can see them. You hit calculate, and it immediately will give you this number. And so it says that my flat rate for water was $27.09, sewer $53.68, my trash was $23.11, stormwater was $4. Then if you go to usage, I used 4,600 gallons. So I had $10 in tier 1, I had $6 in tier 2, bringing my total utility bill, water, sewer, trash, and everything to $171.61. If we look at my bill here, my total is $171.60. And so it is a penny difference. And you might ask, why is that the case? So this is a calculator that we created ourselves to mimic the calculations that happen within our actual accounting software system. And so those are done much more individually by staff. The system we have calculates each one individually as far as rounding up and down. And this is meant to mimic that. It is not tied to it. So we have put in a bunch of numbers and bills over the last few months to test this and make sure that you're getting accurate information. And we see that every bill, some of them come in exact, they're never more than a couple of pennies difference. And you'll never see more than $1 difference, but usually it's within a few pennies. Now, let's just say I want to know what it would be if we did water conservation in my house and we went to 4,000 gallons. So you just go right back up here, and I'm going to type in 4,000. And I'm going to hit calculate again. So if I use 4,000 instead of 4,600, my total bill is going to be 162.74. And you could kind of like, you could get a little bit of insight here because you can say, okay, well, I'm still in tier 2. So I've got to be under 3,000 gallons to get out of tier 2. I mean, tier 2 is only costing $4 in water and 10 in sewer. But if I wanted to get down to where I was at 3,000 gallons, let's say, now my bill's down to $147.96. Now, if I know I've got family coming in and they're going to be staying with me for 3 or 4 weeks over the summer, and we're going to be running sprinklers and goodness knows what we might do, and I think I might use 5,500 gallons and I want to prepare for that, what could my potential bill be? My bill could be as much as $184.91. So that's what this tool is for. Hopefully it will allow you to, 1, look at your own bill if you would like. 2, maybe even if you're thinking about what could I do to lower my utility bill? What could I do if I know that I'm going to water all summer in my garden? What's that going to do to my utility bill? This can help give you a little bit of insight to prepare for the future or understand what's currently happening. Also, when you do this, if you are getting information that doesn't line up, or you just, again, want more information about, you think, there's no way I'm using 4,000 gallons. Well, again, please come to City Hall, call, set up an appointment with me. You can sit down with staff. We can email you your AMI reports over a couple of months. You can come in and we can print them out for you and go over them and show you where you're using the water and in what ways you might be using it so that you can have as much management and control over your own account as you would like. And so I encourage that. I still have people that are saying, not to me because I tell them to come in, but people are supposedly saying in the world out there that they have $400 and $500 utility bills. If you are at a residence and you have a $400 or $500 utility bill, you probably need to find out what's wrong. Something is not right. You have a leak. Someone is stealing your water. You're using water you didn't know you were using. Something is going on for your bill to be that high. Please, I would encourage you, if you're having that issue, come in, see me, see our staff. They're much more knowledgeable than I am, and let's dig into it and see what we can do to try to help you out. I hope this helps y'all. We're actually pretty excited about this simple thing because I think this will allow a lot of people to get a little bit better understanding. If you have questions about it, reach out to us via our email or Mayor's Minute, or you guys know how to get in touch with us by now. Feel free to contact us if you have any concerns. Until next time, y'all have a great day.